Previously on Love After Lockdown.
You can't ghost me, I'm so sweet.
I have thug life right on the stomach.
No way, okay. Where did you get that?
No.
Oh, you were joking.
Yeah.
I thought you were serious.
Hi, my name is Dak. I'm 25 and I live in Toronto. Typically, I would want someone that's a little bit taller, like over 5'7", but aside from that, I mean, a nice smile is something that I'm really interested in, nice eyes, definitely ambitious, knows what they want out of life and has a goal to kind of where they want to be.
Hi, I'm Amy. I'm 25. I'm from Richmond Hill, Ontario, and I'm currently a JD MBA student at Schulich and Osgoode. So in a partner, I'm looking for someone who's secure, confident, funny, kind-hearted, and likes to spend time indoors. Why do I think I'm single? I think that I'm single because I don't have a lot of time to go looking for the perfect person. I'm a full-time student and I'm also running a startup on the side, so I'm pretty busy. But also, it's just very hard to date in Toronto. My mom is worried, but not as worried as my grandma, who calls like every week to ask if I'm like getting married soon. So definitely they're a bit concerned, but they'd rather me take the time to find someone suitable than to rush into anything for sure. Definitely, I'm just open to new experiences. I think this would be really cool just to meet someone. Even if it doesn't end up working out, I think just going through this is like kind of a special experience and it's not something that everyone can say that they've done.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's your name?
Amy.
Amy Dak.
Dak?
Nice to meet you.
How do you spell that?
D-A-K.
D-A-K.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, how's it going, Amy?
It's going well.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good. Have you done like a blind date before? Should we get that out of the way? Never? Okay.
Yeah.
So we're both rookies. We're good to go.
Yeah. You've never had your friends like set you up or anything?
I've been set up before, but I knew what she looked like.
Oh, okay.
That was actually my first date like ever. Like
really?
Grade 9, I'm talking like way back.
Yeah, that's when you were like super open-minded.
Yeah.
And now you're like, a little more hesitant.
No, yeah, exactly. What about you? No one's ever set you up? Nothing like that?
Never. I think my friends know better than to set me up.
Why is that?
I think they just like, they're scared that they're gonna have to take responsibility if anything goes wrong. And I'm like, that's probably how it'll go. So,
yeah. So how do you like meet people in general?
Usually just like either in real life or on dating apps.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that's how Toronto really is. It's like harder now to meet people, obviously during COVID, but I think just running into people is also pretty difficult.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So do you lean more towards the dating apps or is it like either or?
I think so. I think it's just more convenient too.
Yeah. So tell me about you. What do you do? Who are you?
I guess a lot of things right now.
Okay. During COVID or you mean just like before that?
Yeah, I guess just in general.
Okay.
Well, I founded like a tech company recently. So we just launched like a few weeks ago. So the premise is basically the online version of this show. Or like it's like a dating app. Yeah, but it's a blind dating app. So you don't see people's profiles, but we match you up with people we think you'd be compatible with based on like interests and things like that.
Okay.
And then after a period of talking, you get to decide whether or not you want to like reveal your photo to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you upload the photo before you start and then you guys just like hide that.
Exactly.
Cool.
And then we give you like conversation prompts and you have to like get to know each other.
Yeah.
And then after like a period of like 2 or 3 days, you can choose whether or not you want to like actually match.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Heartcade.
Heartcade?
Yeah, Heartcade. It's
Heartcade.
like, so it's like heart and arcade. So that's like the first game that we're coming out with, but it's really more like a gaming app.
Okay.
But it's just like a series of dating games. So we have like other formats that we're working on, but that's the first one we're launching with.
So are you like an entrepreneur in general or are you like in marketing or kind of what's your specialty there?
Yeah, so like I have a coding background, but what I study in school currently is like I'm in law school and do my MBA. So I was supposed to go, it's very, very different. And obviously like when you're doing that, they kind of expect you to go the corporate law route.
Sure.
I think I'm probably the only one in my class who's like going more towards entrepreneurship. But yeah, that's Yeah, it's like a lot of random things.
Yeah.
What about you? What are you doing?
So I work in product design. So I work for a tech company.
Nice.
So when you mentioned that, I'm like, okay. I do have a bit of like a coding background, but it's very like very elementary. Like my main focus is product design. Maybe a month ago, I started seeing friends. Like when stage 2 hit, I was like, okay, cool.
Right.
Let me just hang out with the same group of friends. I know where you guys are going, you know where I'm going. We're all kind of good in that small circle, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So what have you guys been doing? Like, what are the new COVID plans?
We never went to parks before COVID, I'll tell you that.
And now it's parks all day.
Parks all day, drinking, getting drunk in a park.
Trinity Bellwoods?
I will not go to Trinity Bellwoods.
Good.
Yeah, I'm good. Do you remember that day when like there was so many people there? And
it was like Coachella.
Yeah.
I was like, why is everyone standing like shoulder to shoulder?
Yeah.
It's like,
just having fun.
Are the Black Keys gonna come out? Like,
What's your park of choice in Toronto?
I don't know what it's called, but you might know what it is. It's the one on King Street West, or like King Street East, and you're already like, no.
King? Ooh.
But I was gonna say it's the one with like a dog fountain.
Yeah. No.
Do you know what I'm talking about? It has like a bunch of dogs. Yeah, and then it's like a little park. Yeah, it's really cute. And then there's some restaurants there, so you can just order takeout and then come eat it at the park.
Yeah. And you guys like drink as well in the park and all that?
I mean, I can't say that we drink because that's not legal, but
yeah, the cops are watching this.
Yeah, they're in the coffee mugs.
Yeah. You're going that far to like hide it just in case people are watching?
Yeah, because I know a lot of people were saying how like we should just make drinking in public legal for now.
Yeah.
It's like now. Yeah, exactly. Like as long as like COVID is in effect, like let's just make it legal. Like stop the suffering.
Yeah. Let me get a beer in the park once or twice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is very European.
Yeah.
So it's almost like we're in Europe.
Yeah. Where have you been in Europe?
Like Milan, Monaco, south of France, Venice. Venice was a favorite, but
so you went to Venice and Milan in the same trip?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then the UK, you said?
Yeah, I've been to London a lot of times. I just like it because of the weather.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of Torontonians love London because it's like a very similar vibe, right? But it's just like a better Toronto, like better food, culture, music,
better
everything.
Food? London?
Oh, yeah, that's true. No way. Better chicken in London, but better like chicken.
I've always wanted to like visit London for whatever reason. And I went 2 years ago, just solo like Europe trip, and it was amazing. I was like, it feels very like Toronto and the multicultural, how like multicultural it is, and like the lingo a bit as well. So I definitely felt like parts of being at home, but then it's also a new place. So you're like navigating a new territory. So.
But it's also really interesting. The architecture is obviously a lot better. And I think that there's like a neighborhood for everyone. There's like more hipster neighborhoods, and then there's more, like artsy, cultural places to visit.
Yeah. You want to do a cheers?
Yeah.
Even with all the rain outside, thank you for coming.
I know. It was definitely hard to make it here, so should be thankful.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I didn't get wet outside.
I'm very appreciative of you showing up and not standing me up. So tell me about some of your past relationships. What have they been like?
Most of them were pretty long distance, I would say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so...
Where? Like Europe?
Yeah, actually. Yeah, one was in London.
You met a French guy. Okay,
and one was in New York, so...
Not too far.
Yeah, it was like a bit of traveling, which I think worked out because they were really busy and I was really busy with school. So we would kind of just see each other, and it would be really awesome for like a week or two. And then, get back to our regular lives.
Yeah.
But it's been a while since I've dated someone like in Toronto, like the same city that I've been. I don't know why.
Yeah. But I haven't actually had a long-term relationship with anyone yet.
Oh.
Yeah. So like I've been on dates, and like maybe I've dated people for a few months or something, but it just never turned into that.
Right. And do you think like you were the one who broke it off first, or were they the one to break it off first?
I think a mix, yeah.
Yeah. So what's your usual type?
I feel like I don't really have a type. Like, do you mean like physical, personality, both?
I think everything. Yeah.
Everything.
Like what
Perfect
personality? So perfect people. That's your type.
No, I'm saying, no. I'm saying, are you asking me to describe the perfect person?
Yeah, or just like what common characteristics or traits do you look for?
I would say definitely the person has to be like ambitious, like they need to know whether they're doing it right now, they have to have, like a plan as to where they want to go, what they want to do. Intelligent, like we have to be able to talk about something more than Netflix shows, but also be able to talk about Netflix shows. So that duality of like just saying anything versus like saying something with substance.
Right.
They have to be funny. Like we got to be able to roast each other. A good flirt to roast ratio,
Yeah, like good banter.
Yeah, good banter. I do feel like I'm picky, but like I'm not going to give you a full list of every single thing.
Yeah, it's like harder when someone's asking you about it to give the list, but you kind of implicitly know what you want.
Yeah. What about you?
Like turn-ons or turn-offs?
Give me both. Let's do it.
So I feel like my type that I usually go for is like pretty much what you said too.
Okay.
So it's like ambitious, intelligent people. Humor is really important to me, but I like people who have like a kind of dry, dark sense of humor.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't get that vibe from you.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like dark, just like kind of deadpan humor.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I find those kinds of people the funniest.
Yeah.
And I really like people who are just like very secure, like they don't. Yeah, they're pretty confident. They don't get jealous easily. And like people who can spend a lot of time on their own and like don't really need you all the time.
Oh, yeah. Preach.
I do like guys who are taller than me.
Okay.
That's like a bit shallow to say, but I'm like a pretty tall girl.
How tall are you?
I'm like 5'7".
Okay. Yeah.
Which is like, I guess, a little bit above average for like a girl. Yeah. And I love wearing heels.
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't want to like tower over anybody.
Yeah. I feel like I like taller women as well. Like typically over like 5'6". Like, and I don't know why.
I love how you said over 5'6" after I told you I was 5'7". If you were like,
I wouldn't say like 5'10" and above because then my pool is pretty short, right?
Yeah. Then I feel like, this date is over.
And it's not even like a deal breaker. It's really just like a slight preference, if anything,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty picky. I think that's why I'm still single.
Okay, we're on the same boat.
Yeah, it's like you're very picky, and I've grown to like understand that a lot of dating is just compromise. Like I'm not a flawless person, and if someone else can put up with me, then like I have to be willing to put up with some of their flaws.
Yeah.
So it's like that's also part of like coming into maturity and like realizing that, right? Like not everyone's gonna check off all the boxes on your like impossible list.
Yeah.
Right. So
it's like compromising, but also like not settling at the same time.
Yeah.
Like you know what you want and you won't settle until you stumble upon it in an elevator, right?
Yeah, exactly. So nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's very nice to meet you. Do you want to get out of here? Maybe go to another bar or something like that?
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's go brave the rain.
Nice. After you.
Thank you. So my first impression of Dak was that he was really handsome. He was like really tall when he stood up. I was like, oh my God. But he's really charming and very easy to talk to. I didn't think that he would be a designer. So when he said that, I was really shocked, actually. And then we ended up having a lot of things in common, just career-wise.
Amy was really dope. She walked in, she was really pretty. She was a little on the taller side, which is great. So yeah, I think she's great. So when I first saw her, I guess maybe I was thinking she might be a little stuck up in some way, but actually meeting her and talking with her, I'm like, no, we vibe super well. She's really fun to talk to, really easy to talk to, really down to earth too. So just in terms of impressions too, like I didn't think she was gonna be so into like tech and coding and stuff like that. So I found we had a lot in common there. We had a lot in common in terms of who we kind of want to be with. Also just like restaurants and food and stuff like that. So I think we kind of hit almost every category in terms of stuff in common. Yeah, it's a wrap here. Hello again.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, in a little short time.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I would say so for sure. Yeah. So you didn't roast me then?
No, I said horrible things about you and then I left.
Then you switched it. All right, cool. Yeah, but I'd definitely like to do another date.
Yeah, same here.
Cool.
Next time on Love After Lockdown.
Are we gonna get married? Certainly not.
Yeah.